Hello, Round87 and welcome back to Combat Mission Black Sea, where we continue with the Let's Roll scenario, which is of course the second mission in the Charge of Stryker Brigade campaign, where we get to play with the 2nd Cavalry Regiment, which is of course made of Stryker platoons. Now things had been going relatively well with our advance on securing objectives Tomahawk and Musket. We had taken a few casualties and lost a Stryker. Wasn't the end of the world, and then we ran into the Russian reinforcements and have rapidly lost 2 of the mobile gun systems, which were supposed to be our kind of a little bit of oomph, and taken a number of infantry casualties, primarily driven by these T-72s, which are storming up the side and causing us all sorts of problems. And we're running low on anti-tank assets on this side of the field as well. So all in all, things aren't going spectacularly well. We've got a couple of 84s in the vicinity, and we're trying to move a Javelin team over, but it's pretty short range for a Javelin to be fair. And we do have 2 tanks to deal with. We're going to have to see what we can do to try and knock these guys out. In the meantime, we've got a 155mm artillery strike centered on Musket, which we're waiting to land. And the plan was, once that had cleared, hopefully a little bit of space, we would push in with our infantry to start to knock out the rest of the Russian forces in that area. But if we get entirely rolled up here by these 72s, then we may have to rethink what's going on. I did retask. That's the... Yep, I retasked the drone, so he's going to move from this area over to the back of Musket here to get better eyes of these tanks. And I also, in between, realised my error in bringing over this Stryker, because not all Strykers are the same. This is, of course, a fire support vehicle, which is full of optics and communications and lots of different bits and pieces, which means it doesn't have very many seats. So completely useless as a replacement Stryker for my infantry platoon. So to that end, I'm going to grab this guy. He's going to come over and he will pick up our 3rd squad of our 2nd platoon and bring them to where they need to be. Yeah, so maybe without further ado, we'll just run this minute and see what carnage unfolds. I have a bad feeling the rest of this squad is about to get wiped out. Which doesn't fill me with joy. And then we've got a very brave platoon HQ with some 84s. Here they go on. I'd like you to try and, if you can do anything, come in at the flank, to be perfectly honest, but beggars perhaps can't be choosers in this situation. See. I've also given orders for all my Strykers to pull back. I don't really want to lose them. I know Russian artillery as well. They are hitting me hard right now. There's gonna be a Javelin man. Okay. This is... Oh, this is not good. Oh my god, what is going on? Excellent. Right, well this is all going massively in the complete Pete Tong direction. I'm not sure, I don't know if I was artillery or a tank around. Again, we still have one of your 84s because the fellow is probably out of commission and there is a tank in your vicinity. You might actually get a shot on next turn if you put yourselves together. Not the ideal arc for engagement with 84 as we found out last time. And he's now there. You guys to keep running away. You also to run away. Gentlemen. Please run away. Which leaves me... I've got one striker in amongst the midst of it, which actually has a javelin on it, but obviously the launcher's already been dished out. I think I'm actually going to get you to come... Oh, did I just give you a reverse order? Okay. Want to keep doing that? Oh, because you can see this tank. You are so having a bad day right now. Run forward out of trouble. To be perfectly honest. Camera angle out. This just madcap charge by these tanks causing me no end of problem. Right, I'm gonna have to give you guys a minute to regain your composure. My only AT team in the area. And that's already out of date. Oh, you're not even there yet. Okay. You're also not much to counter you, to be perfectly honest. Alright, well, let's see how this ends up. Right, he is just going for it, apparently. How are you guys feeling? Okay, one of you has an 84. Okay, the dead guy has an 84, as does... Who? Oh, I can't see. I don't know if the chap who's looking in completely wrong direction or one who's cowering. Yeah, I mean, this is a great spot for an AT weapon. Hopefully that's just secondaries cooking off. Spotting, aiming. Okay, this is good. On inside, please do not hit that tree, whatever you do. Well, it was nice knowing you, gentlemen. And they continue to maraud. Now, we do have a javelin in amongst this team if they pull themselves together before they get what I'm struggling with now is actually just the pace of the tanks. Okay. You guys have all pulled way back, which is exactly what you need to be doing. Continue this trend. Now, who knows where they're going to maraud to, and I certainly can't keep up. So maybe I don't. Maybe we bring you gentlemen to say this position. We just hold it there and we hopefully let the tanks... Well, we find out where it is they're going to end up going. Obviously, if they come over this direction, we have further AT assets. There's an idea. Why don't we set ourselves up such that if they decide to burst through the trees over in this area, we have a bit of a response to them. This house would be good for a javelin team. This house? Well, actually that's limited view. Might find them at short range. Okay, let's try that. Really need to... Actually, we'll scoot you over. That's okay, hedges and things. Anywhere else I would rather put them? Well, maybe. Where's his tank? It depends. I mean, getting them in actually in amongst this kind of tree line over here would be ideal, but by the time we get there, they could have already burst through. I think it's a case of watching our positions right now. Taking the reverse gear. Okay, man, this has been brutal. How are we doing on the all in for our general strike? 4 minutes of firing. Okay, that's quite good. Out and into the buildings, I think. That one. We might move our strike forward. We do have one other mobile gun system, which I think we also want to do. I do want to use it in terms of some defensive, anti-tank defense, but I'm also nervous. But they didn't perform very well. You know, 2 hits, no penetration. We're really talking about flank or back. Perhaps then we want to try and maraud our way over here. And if they keep going, we can try and flank in behind them with something that's a bit more mobile than our static infantry. It's not a great plan. We're kind of beyond the time for great plans. Okay. Let's roll it. Do you know, this mission was going not perfectly, but definitely well. Now it's terrible. He has stopped, which might give us an opportunity to actually engage with his infantry. One fighter's doing good work. We'll go and have a close look at what they get up to in a moment. Why these guys keep taking casualties, I'm not entirely sure. It's upsetting. Okay, and they've moved off with their tanks again. Now, if they sit themselves for long enough, I've got some precision precision 155. My controller of it loves to use it. There was still at least one penetration early doors. Yeah. Oh, it's our sniper team. Taking their good work of pestering vehicles. In all this, I have no idea where those BTRs ended up. Whether they've gone to join this lot or otherwise, because there's quite a lot of vehicles in here. And we are obviously rapidly using all our AT capabilities. Okay. Done. You guys are just getting absolute. I don't really want you facing the tanks. I'd rather have you somewhere off to the side. What I want and what I get may end up being very different things. At least get yourself to there as a starter, and you somehow are alive. Go and help the wounded, I'm afraid, is about all of the jobs I've got for you right now. Okay, the other thing I want to take care of is this. We shall see. JTAC. Still preparing. Oh, I can adjust the enemy. Good. It's on you JTAC, you're not your fire support team. That way. Everything else is, well, about as good as it can be. Crucial to see where these guys end up going. Okay, slow down, which is I'm okay with. Be careful with this. It's not an even fight by any stretch of imagination. Okay, that was all right. I would also quite like to start getting position for breaches. So do you want to come down here? And I couldn't decide if I wanted to go in. I think if we go in here, we can go in via this building because presumably there's doors on the outside. Nip into that building if we want. So I'm tempted to come and actually just take a position in this tower as well. And get yourself down to here. And then I'll slightly wary of. Oh. Down are thoroughly depleted troop numbers. Don't feel like I've got necessarily enough to do anything with, to be perfectly honest. Let's maybe try and get filled in one of these watchtowers. You gentlemen need to keep running away. You should be able to come around this way actually. I would like to try and head over, if we can. This direction. We're going to try and get behind them. Okay. Watching these acoustic spots. We do have a say javelin team if they pop up in the wrong place, but that's very very dependent. Static is promising though. That's not static. Okay. Going. You just end up back at the starting deployment zone at this rate. Right, honestly, keep running away there. How is my UAV? That one? That one? Ready? And I think we're going to miss that second one. Do for just now. Self hidden. Line of sight of that tower. Maybe actually. And you don't even need to be in this area in the slightest. What, can you come all the way back? Better line of sight if they go very far forward. Might just be able to shoot someone in the rear. Meanwhile, you guys are in position. Let's get through to level 1. Claim some land. Cool. To the eyes. Javelin team does. Do you have them for long enough? Nah, surely not. I kind of almost don't want you to fire because it's going to be a bit of a waste. Let's see. Oh, he is static. You still have a tree. Get that brief visual for a second there. Hang on. Fine. Oh, he has come forward. This is actually perfect. Oh, he's got my tree. Our house. Get another shot. Well, actually not until he comes quite close. Currently he could... If he comes up this way, he should get shot, but then he could also come and put a lot of holes in the... having this position. I'm feeling thoroughly outflanked right now. Here. You are in a wildly dangerous position. The safest thing to do might actually be to advance. Definitely comes with its own risks. Do I have any javelins left up here? I do. Right. I don't want you in this building. I think you're actually closest. Concern is when you come out and you're going to stand on this balcony, you're going to be shot at from over here. Perfectly honest. I'd love to tell you to stay inside. Same thing's going to happen here, but we're kind of in a needs must position. Okay. Meanwhile, we've got some spots in the BTR from our engineers here. Really? Okay. And we are actually in a building. Sweet. I get you guys got up to level 3 for just now. Don't want to do is expose you to too much, i.e. the vehicles. And that's one reason we can't take that until we've dealt with this BTR. So do you know what, you come over here. Try and spread out our forces at scooch. Why don't I bring you? Where are you? Here. Over this direction. Really, you should have line of sight over this wall. Okay. Meanwhile, our lone surviving MGS. Wait for a UAV confirmation, although still not in the right area. Air assets, please. Thank you. Observe, confirm. Okay. Definitely been the most intense period of the mission so far. Oh, come on. What happened? Oh, we've got a tank spot as well, but... Wait, what? That seems like fire from BTR, to be perfectly honest. Where on earth had vision there? Either that was just multiple grenades happening to go off at the same time, which seems extraordinarily coincidental. Right, you. Oh my god, where are you going? Stop it, please. How you feeling? Uh-oh. Long spots my aiming. We're getting aiming, so maybe we'll get launched. It's not the greatest angle. If we can knock one of them out. Bloomin' good start. This force is... I mean, it's woefully anemic at this point. Clearly we can... Oh well, clearly we're getting some jobs done. Some work done, I should say. We're just gonna have to try and, yeah, engage these guys piecemeal with the order of the day. You know, I'm not going to bust through this tower. I don't think it's worthwhile, but I am going to ask you guys to come hug the wall if you can, please. I'm worried about your well-being and safety. This apparently spot is dangerous. What levels are we on? Fine, you get yourself up to 3. How dangerous is level 4? 4 might be BTR territory, actually. Get yourself to level 2. I'm going to blast a hole in the wall big enough for our strikers to come through. For a little bit of added oomph. Not that that's going to do particularly well if they come up against the likes of a BTR, unless the 50 cal gets first shot in. We've seen how it go well. I also think the risk for these chaps has alleviated, so I'd quite like them to take a jog and start getting involved in the action. Potentially javelin into that BTR would be nice. You are doing medic-y stuff. You are probably doing medic stuff. No, you're just spotting in a pile of dead people. I'm going to continue to play potentially sneak up on a tank. All right. That jab. She goes. Faith. No javelin missiles left. Okay. That was an angry response. You didn't have decency even to damage their main weapon. You're absolutely marauding in my back lines. Yeah, but what you guys can do about it now? Oh! Oh, hello! Okay, so let's see if this happens when you don't shoot the front or the reactive armor. One of your 84s. The question is, how much damage have we done? Go and pop. Please. Oh, it's the end of a minute. Okay. Right, before I go on, let's see what happened over here. Did you take another random casualty from artillery? Unbelievable. These guys are just shrapnel sponges. Okay, we seem to be winning the good fights against the small amounts of Russians we can see. Snipers. It's like, what hit this? They've actually been doing surprisingly good work just poking small holes in BTRs. Not really what I'd planned as an effective AT weapon, but there you go. Okay. We're going to clear this target. You guys are going to come here and you're going to pop some holes in the wall for me. I appreciate it's going to be a fairly dangerous job. Do it both from this side. Do that and then come over. Wide enough to get a vehicle through. Hopefully while being covered. I mean, yes, it is useful what you're doing, but I'd kind of rather didn't. You guys still have a javelin and javelin launcher? Good. Why don't you get up to level 3 base in that direction? I'm a little worried the BTR is use a one man. You have a javelin and a javelin launcher. Not going to play medic. You're actually really useful. Get over here, please. Please don't die to random artillery. I'm going to come and be my medic, which is game purpose, but something I like to do. Actually, going a little bit. On the assumption that this chap up and alive. Now, if he doesn't move, hallelujah. If he does, problematic. He stays there. We can put a shot in his rear. I have pretty good good feelings for that. Right, let's start a minute. Let's see if this guy pops. We're all hoping it. This is still promising though. We'll have a couple more javelins available. Not that they have line of sight. You might get caught actually. There's a javelin team there. Anti-tank moving. Oh, that's bad. You're supposed to be hidden from this fellow. Launching. Okay. Not the worst, not the best. Maybe we put over here to BTR take revenge. Another penetration, that's nice. What are you guys so worried about? Presumably eventually it's going to get destroyed. Oh, there we go. Sniper team have just taken a vehicle. Lovely. So just infantry we're seeing. Hang on. Oh no, they've got out. Yeah. Good job. He's not dead, he hasn't got very far. Alright. This team over here doing a pretty good job. I'm tempted to have you. I don't know, keep doing what you're doing. I almost don't want you to use your javelin assist, because this has been abandoned. I don't know why it's not showing me as knocked out, but there you go. Was the whole creation? Up next, okay, fine. I'm not 100% sure what to do with these guys, because they're absolutely going to launch a javelin at that. It's just... Well, I could tell you to go somewhere else in the meantime, couldn't I? Position one? Nope. Just go downstairs, please. Why don't you guys take out gentlemen? Far more importantly, you have a tank to shoot in the bum. Move in this direction, and then we're going to hunt. Good lord, if we hit a tree, maybe I'll come around. Because he's going super slowly. And we may get beaten to the punch by a javelin. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that. I think he's about to. Well, I know he's lost sight. How are we doing over there? Guys are all kind of tucked up in the building, but not much ability to do anything. Why are you guys? I'll take the face at the back here. Maybe you'll stand in this balcony and actually see some of the blooming tanks you're supposed to be aiming at. I don't know if you've knocked out that AT position yet. Do you know what? Just hold yourself there. Okay, steady she goes. Eyes in the skies up. So we could use precision artillery. I don't think it's sitting still for long enough. Have some eyes as to where everybody is. You got to give them to him. It's a bold move. Ideally, mobile gun system takes this guy out, javelin takes that guy out. Or he's already dead. And doesn't seem to be shooting anything. Come on, MGS, be the heroes we know you are. Can't see anything. I don't need to. Whew. Whew. Okay. Nicely done. Beautiful. Now all we need is for you guys. Love it if you had visibility over this tank. Kind of surprised you don't, actually. Okay. Oh, I don't like this looks of these symbols. What's happening over here? Blast, that's fine. Oh, that's maybe what's causing us problems. You have a grenade launcher. Okay. Oh my god, you just killed 4 people with like 5 people. Okay, that's absolutely brutal. Alright, I think we're going to have to bring in... a little close. A little exposed. That should be okay, actually. Where's this grenade launcher? He's on... 3? 4. That one. I don't know which number it is. Not the greatest weapon for it, but we'll be able to bring in the 50 cal once we finish embiggening this hole. Oh, man, that's absolutely brutal. Definitely feel like we go one step forward, 2 steps back with this mission at the minute. But with any luck, this guy can get a second tank kill. and then we'll be able to continue moving forward. Although this whole squat platoon has been decimated. Now we are going to get a replacement platoon in 13 minutes, which we may need purely just to clear out musket. Hopefully we have survived the worst of the Soviet counterattacks. I'm a little bit concerned about what state our troops are moving forward. We do get, I think it's 50% vehicle and force resupply. Well, as long as we keep our casualties under a half, we should get everyone back, albeit skilled. Oh. Okay, it's good. We're getting some. A little bit of payback. I mean, yeah. You know, it doesn't make me feel like a winner, but at least it's one less thing our teams are gonna have to worry about. And presumably we now have a large enough hole to drive through. Oh. Okay. We keep working on that, please. Oh, that's why. I mean, you probably could have guessed what I was going for here. Well, actually, that one in itself might be enough to drive through at the minute. But you know what, I'm happy to embiggen it. I've got some other blast charges, should we need them. Right, and I think maybe we'll try and end this run, which hasn't covered much game time, but has been fairly action-packed, with the destruction of a final tank over here. And leave us in a somewhat better position. We shall see. I'd like you guys to move over actually, because I'm conscious there might be some weights moving in this direction. This one facing over here. Again, same reason. Good. Bring you over to help clear out the rest of musket. Okay, let's lock it, load it, send it. Let's ride with our one MGS, which has actually done something. Your wheels are a bit knackered. No, they're okay. Just going a little slow. Doesn't carry a lot of ammunition, to be fair. Doesn't often get the chance to use it by the looks of things. Terrible. Right, come on, I believe you can see this tank. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, we're gonna have to roll one more minute. Damn it. Check to see where those splashes were coming in. Oh, I'm still firing at that building. That's what that was. Okay, I should cancel that fire order. An APC though. Not abandoned. That one's definitely abandoned. It is not. I'm quite happy for my snipers to take that one out as well. How much ammunition have you guys got? 50 caliber, actually reasonable number of shots, okay. I'm going to clear your target order. Right, two things I want to do quickly. Clear this target order. Clear that target order. Get you in here. Yeah. And we'll start embiggening our forces a little bit in musket. And finally, to wrap things up, we're going to have our glorious system hunt forward. And put an end to this horrific drama. Come on, gents. Well done. I like the sudden panic cry. Right, we're gonna do that, watch that one again after all the trouble this guy cost me. Where is he? Can we set the camera here? Oh, it's funny, it was shaking even though it hasn't hammed yet. Okay, here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. Our rear is defended. I guess our sniper man's having another glorious day. I don't know if he gets credit for these kills or not. Whoop. That's not going to do too much. Need to hit him in the front. Smoke. Anyway, he goes, okay, that's a decent kill. Why is there smoke there? Okay, what actual kind of troops have we got over here? An HQ unit. This one. That's a, is that a SAM team? Nope, just an infantry team. We can clear it here, I'm pretty confident. Now we've resolved this. So, I mean, on the face of it, losses wise, we've lost, well, let's call it best part, well, let's call it a platoon. Minus one of the strikers? No, we get two strikers. So we lost a platoon of infantry. And lost another striker. One of the engineering ones. Third infantry vehicle, we lost our mobile gun system. Another mobile gun system. Do you know what? Maybe it's not quite as bad as I thought it was. And everyone else bugged out. Yeah, but infantry losses suck. That's kind of it. We have now killed 6 tanks, which is not a bad return on investment. Number of BTRs. Okay. So we've still got an hour and 10 minutes on the clock. I kind of hope to have musket essentially by the next 10 minutes. That's not going to happen. We're going to have to wait probably for our our reserve platoon turn up, because I don't really want to strip Tomahawk of its resources, but I feel like we've got much more freedom of movement now to bring in some additional vehicles and finally grab third squad. Oh yeah, we haven't lost an entire platoon, just 2 squads. We'll bring them in as well, and we'll try and expand our hold and musket and continue to take things out. Again, trying to just engage little pieces at a time. Oh man, this is almost an hour. I took for like 10 in-game minutes, but I was tense. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, as ever, hope you enjoyed it. Leave thoughts, theories, etc. down below, and I'll catch you all next one. Cheerio.